Richard in Billings, good to hear from you. What's on your mind?
I just want to give you guys a little bit of story about last night. I was driving home from Columbus on I-90, and as you know, the wind was blowing 100 miles an hour, and it was pretty cold. I'm disabled, and there's a lot of stuff I can't do, but anyhow, I blew a tire and pulled over to the side of the road and called. The only place we could get to come out was a place out of Billings, which had been good, but it was $187.06. But being as it was, come on out, I guess I don't have a choice. Well, as I was hanging up with that, I got a knock on the window, and lo and behold, there's a highway patrolman named Trooper Wyatt Duncan. He's out. He lives in Big Timber, but he's out of Columbus. And he was just checking to see if we were okay, and I told him, yeah, we were, and told him the story, and that we had a guy coming to change it. And he said, well, unless you want to do that, I will change your tire for you.
Wow.
I went out and held his flashlight, and he was the nicest guy you would ever want to meet, and he changed my damn tire for me.
That's pretty incredible.
And,
that's great.
You hear so much bad stuff about the highway patrolmen and police and whatnot, and I just wanted to share a story that just blew me away, that he was so nice, he was so personable, he's just a great guy.
That's it. Just an incredible story. Well, and you're right. That wind was howling. That's a kind enough thing. You mentioned, having a disability and not being able to change the tire and things like that. That's a great service on any given day. But yesterday, that wind was nasty. I joked that looking out our studio windows, it looked like an Iraqi dust storm west of Billings.
Oh, yeah.
70 mile per hour winds, they told us in Big Timber yesterday. And I hate being outside in the wind. It's like I will get out of my car, get back in the house as soon as I can when it's windy like that. And here's this highway patrol, highway patrol officer just standing outside changing a tire for somebody on the side of the road. That is great. Thanks so much for recognizing a great Montanan and a great American there. Yeah, I've got a couple of emails and some phone calls to make today. That's for darn sure. Well, we're glad you started here because that's a story that everybody needs to hear. I would thought so. Thank you so much. Hey, thank you. Thanks so much for calling in. Tell us the trooper's name again. His name is Trooper Wyatt Duncan, badge number 204. You even recorded his badge number. Well, I'll tell you what. I've got his ID. He's out. His office is in Columbus. Oh, okay. Well, that's great. Well, but he said that Yellowstone County was shorthanded, so he was trying to help them out too, because I was in Yellowstone County where it happened. Yeah. Well, all right. Well, hey, Richard, thanks so much for calling in, and thanks for giving a shout out. And definitely, that's great to recognize just some of the great deeds of your fellow Americans and your fellow Montanans. And yeah, that just shows, these highway patrol troopers, they're out there on their own. Backup could be, tens, if not hundreds of miles away in some situations. You just never know. And there they are in the middle of some nasty wind. They could have just driven right on by. There's plenty of other distractions out there. They could have just driven right on by and said, "Hey, look, I got other more important stuff I got to do." And there's 70 mile per hour winds out here. Last thing I want to do is stop, help somebody on the side of the road just changing a tire. But hey, they don't know what your situation is, and the fact that you got a disability. But there they are checking in and helping out either way. That's a great story. Thanks for sharing that with us.